I'm going to get right to the point. If you did not see my video from earlier about the rapture and how imminent it is, I encourage you to do so, especially if you don't know what I mean by being born again. But this is breaking news, and this is, this is really ties to Bible prophecy. Russia launched 900 drones, the largest drone attack since the invasion on Ukraine today, killing at least 12 we know of, 3 precious children. Why is this significant? Well, it used to take Russia 30 days, a month, to prepare 300 drones, okay? To create and manufacture 300 drones. But here's what's happening. With the aid of Iran and China, now you've got to know, this is so, for the student of prophecy, the Bible talks about the kings of the East. The Bible talks about the prophet Yehezkel, Ezekiel, talks about 5 nations during the first Gog-Magog war that will come down from the north, and they are Rosh, Russia, Togarmah, Turkey, Persia, which is modern-day Iran, Cush and Put, which takes in parts of Libya and Sudan. And if you don't know, Turkey has great influence over Libya and their military. Russia has great influence over Sudan and their military. And all 5 nations have military presence in Syria, north of Israel. Putin has threatened before to come down into the Golan Heights. And the Golan Heights, it's disputed, that is where the spoils of war are, and I believe he'll do it. Now, here's the response of President Trump. President Trump has come out and condemned this act by Vladimir Putin. He has also said that Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, doesn't do himself favors by the way that he speaks. That is true. But this is what I want you to catch. Trump has said, President Zelensky of Ukraine is saying we need more sanctions on Russia. Trump is threatening to do that. I understand why, but I want you to get this picture. Those nations are going to come down. Those nations that are nations of prophecy are working together in strong alliance. Jesus said, watch the fig tree, Israel, and watch the other trees, the other nations of prophecy. Now, BRICS, the 3 of the nations that were founders, because there's many more nations, of this BRICS movement, Brazil, Russia, India, and Iran is in there as well now, China and South Africa, and many other nations now joining. 3 of the nations are working together, helping Russia continue the war against Ukraine. And the whole BRICS movement is meant on a global basis to have a global financial reset and do away with the United States dollar as the reserve global currency. President Trump himself has stated that if that happened, it would be devastating like unto a world war. Brothers and sisters, we are watching Bible prophecy jump off the pages of the Bible. This is huge, prophetically speaking, and many people will never even see it. I'm out running ministry errands, and I did not anticipate doing another video today. So make sure you go see the other one. Please make sure you're subscribed, like and share our videos. I mean, this is really some people will see it and go, oh, well, they're continuing the battle. No, this is huge. Not only is it manufacturing and giving Russia, they're saying now that they are going to do 500 drones a day. Before, it took a month to manufacture 300. And they're saying at least 500 today. Today was the largest drone strike. This is significant. And we're watching these nations of prophecy work together. Whew, I'm telling you, the prophecies are aligning. Now, there are some things we are seeing an awakening to God. We're seeing the birth pains, more earthquakes in a day than there used to be in a decade. Have you been watching the tornadoes in the United States? The natural disasters in Australia? Many of our brothers and sisters around the world. I want to give a shout out to the dear sister from Norway who made that post and mentioned me in it, how you are clear on the gospel, that we're saved by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone. I'll tell you what, we're working on the Israel trip. You're just a couple days away from not being able to register. So make sure that if you want to go, you register. If the Lord tarries, there are two nations that I will plan to go to. If the Lord tarries, right? We continue to occupy and redeem the time. One is Australia, another one is Norway. So to that dear sister in Norway and to our dear sister Marlene in Old Australia, love you guys, and I'll keep you posted. That'll be down the road if the Lord tarries. I say that believing in my heart, truly, that it could be any moment or it could be a few short years. But I wanted you to know that this is going on and how significant it is. Putting more sanctions on Russia is fueling the fire. They're demonstrating that they are not stopping. So prayers, I know you'll be praying. We'll see how this plays out. But this is significant. We are literally watching the tribulation cast its shadow into this time period, and those nations of prophecy working together like they had never done in history up until, like, I'm going to say 2012. We started to really see that happening. And now look at where we are. Jesus is coming soon. God bless you guys. Again, make sure you're subscribed. For more information, go to timhenderson.tv or timhendersonministries.org. God bless you guys. He loves you. I love you. Shalom, shalom.